NvtterBvtterGvrly, also known as Ava, is an animator that existed in the depths of YouTube back in 2010. She was a 20-year-old woman who had an average emo persona, speaking with very bad grammar and a cutesy voice when she had her microphone on. The usual stuff one would expect from someone participating in YouTube's early trends. She was notable for her AMV edits, short webcam videos, and most of all, her animation memes, made with Flash 32. In March of 2010, Ava posted a webcam video where she spoke to her audience in her silly persona voice about her favorite anime and the most recent episode of it. Based on the title, it was clear that the anime she was talking about was Heartcatch Precure. Suddenly, her father could be heard opening her door before walking into view, face unshown. In a mildly annoyed tone, he told her about how she didn't come watch a movie with him, like she promised. Ava, still remaining in character, responded to him saying that she was currently recording a video, which resulted in him telling her to shut it off when she's done, and to come to the living room. He then leaned in to where his face was now visible to the camera, and attempted to kiss his daughter on the lips, holding her by the cheek. She backed up and pushed him away with her foot, telling him to stop, before getting back to her commentary. The video was called Precure Was Very Fun, and the description of the video had her inform the audience that she's fine, and her dad was just being weird. The original read as follows: "Hi! Ignore my dad, he confuzzled me too." Ava would move on to her regular posts afterwards, consisting of anime music videos, and songs animated in Flash for the time being, up until May. At that point in time, Ava's most recent videos had her speak in code to her audience, either through the animations or her descriptions. In one animation, titled Walkin' on the Sun X3, it had her character doing a walk cycle, with rave lights flashing in the background. In the video, text would appear for a millisecond as the video's song played, reading, "Look at her. She's by herself," on the bottom right. Judging by the comments section at the time, no one seemed to notice. The next video, titled Goofballs at Mickey D's, lol, involved her doing a vlog with her college friends at McDonald's. One of her friends arrived back, commenting that he found a quarter in the toilet. Ava would recoil and tell her friend to go wash his hands, and that he shouldn't touch anyone after reaching in there. As he walked back to the restroom, she turned the camera back to herself and commented about it, saying something tantamount to, "Just like a certain someone we know, huh?" The next several videos afterward came off as somewhat normal at first glance, until the descriptions of the videos were put together. Every video after these 5 didn't link back to the code. First video's description: I hope you enjoyed the AMV. Been getting really into Fruits Basket lately. Second video's description. Have you ever had Pocky? I sure did. Tasty stuff. Love it. Third video's description. Nobody in my friends group ever talks about this show but me. Fourth video's description. To talk to Luffy and hang out with him would be awesome. Made an AMV to appreciate this dude. Fifth video's description. Help! Ah, I'm gonna pass out! I'm so proud of how this turned out. I was happy with the other animes I made, but this one takes the cake. Putting every description's first words together formed the sentence. I have nobody to talk to. Help. Weeks later, she would post this comment in her most recent upload. Get ready for a surprise, since none of you get the memo. There was no punctuation, but strangely enough, there were no spelling errors either, as if this was the best way she could make it clear that something serious was going on. What followed was inactivity for 4 weeks, with some of the comments questioning if she was alright. Allegedly, her college friends came into the comment section asking where she was, as she wasn't in class for a long time. It is unknown whether or not she called in sick to her college, let alone what college she went to. Finally, on July 24th, Ava posted her final video, the title being Psycho Teddy Anim, the thumbnail being of her character with a comically disturbed expression, making a peace sign to the viewer. The video in question was an animation parody for the song of the same name. In the video, as the song played, a person drawn in her style, with a cutout JPEG of her father's face, replacing the head, could be seen singing to the viewers. As he sang, the video would cut to clips of him chasing Ava's persona and hugging her really tight, then gradually getting worse, with clips of him forcing himself onto her character. Once the "just squeeze me" line was said in the song, a real photograph of Ava and her father popped up on screen for a very short interval, before cutting back to her character standing in a picture of her real room, and playing the "do you really, 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 really want to" lines. Her character was now staring at the viewer, her mouth smiling so wide that her gums were showing, and the space where her eyes should have been was replaced with a single black bar. Once the "I'm a psycho, Psycho Teddy" line was heard, the "do you really, 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 really want to" line repeated incessantly, not stopping in the slightest. Her character walked out of her room and through various photographs of her house as this happened, each background transitioning with a zoom out and hard cut. Eventually, she reached a photograph of a kitchen, with cooking ambience being heard. The depiction of her father can be seen, with a pan in hand, frying an egg. The line, as mentioned before, was still repeating, but this time, it has simply been reduced to Do you want to? Ava's character stood next to her father. He turned to his right, directly at her. Suddenly, she gripped onto the handle of the pan, and the scene cut to black. Various blurry pictures of her real father faded in and out of view, as low-quality, muffled screams of a man could be heard. The pictures ranged from her father, just as he was hit with a pan, to Ava herself, holding her father's corpse by the head, to the camera with an innocent smile. The video suddenly ended, cutting off the song and homicide audio when they weren't finished. Everyone in the comments was frightened and in a frenzy over the tragedy. One of them, rumored to be from a classmate she knew, threatened to call the police on her home and referred to her as Ava, hence the mentions. A day after the video was posted, her channel was spontaneously deleted. But beforehand, she edited her video's description to give one final message. A message that explained everything in just a few words. He loved me a little too much.